Hello, hello. I think we're live. This is uh, coming at you through live stream. It shows that we have 14 online with us right now. So let me see if I can have somebody post a comment and let me know that you're here watching so that I can make sure that we're up and running. You might have to click on watch on live stream in order to post a comment. So welcome. Thank you for rolling with us today. Hopefully you've watched the broadcast by now, the pre-recorded broadcast. And you can, okay, I just see a comment that was posted from Elizabeth. Where did that go? So I think we are live. So zero post though. Chat with. Okay, awesome. So we just got a comment from Bari that you can hear us. So awesome. Looks like we are live and in business. So welcome. Like I said, thank you for tuning into the pre-recorded version of the launch training today. I am here to answer any questions you may have. We are definitely in, this is kind of my first experience with live stream, but it looks like we're streaming. So yeah, we're here for you. We're here to answer any questions. It looks like chat is working for sure. We've already had somebody post a comment. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and type them into the chat window. While you're thinking about your questions, I'm just going to go ahead and give a little update. I'm standing just across the street from Oil Life. I'm from doTERRA, where we're hosting the annual Presidential Pursuit. This is where any diamond or above is invited to come and hear from top leaders in the company. And they go into great detail on really any topic under the sun, but especially strategies for pushing for presidential. So, okay, we've got our first question here, but just wanted to give a little shout out to Presidential Pursuit. So as soon as you go diamond, you'll be invited to this event, and you can come learn from the Master Jedis. Okay, so Bobby Ogle asked the question, how do we get to the pre-recorded broadcast? You can always go to sharesuccess.com and click on events, and you'll see down at the very bottom there's a section called event recordings, and there's two different recordings there. I'll go ahead and just paste the link. Let's see, that's going to copy the link address. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that and paste it into the comments box. I'm not seeing my post. Maybe it doesn't let you post links. Well, I'll just type the instructions here too. So go to sharesuccess.com and click events. And then scroll to the bottom. Smiley face. Okay. Yes. So basically, we've been live streaming these launch trainings for the past 3 months, and so we've got a great archive. Um, one, I think Natalie was the main presenter. There's another one that had Laura Jacobs and Heidi Wayland supporting with that. I think that we had Rosie Gremmert team teaching on one of those as well. So a bunch of great leaders participating in that particular recording. Go ahead and post any other questions if you've got them. I'm here for you to basically support with any questions you have about the launch training. While we're waiting for the next question, I'm going to go ahead and give a plug for the pre-convention event. It's the business training. It's called the Global Success Summit, and that'll be Tuesday, September 13th, and that'll be held in Salt Lake at the Southtown Expo Center. I'm going to have some amazing presenters like Brianne Hovey, Haley Hobson, me and my wife, Natalie, Becky Hinsey, Eric Larson, Justin Harrison, James Bybee, and many, many more. So that should be a great event. Let's see. What are the questions? Okay, since there are no questions, we've got somebody asking about the pre-convention event. What question do you have particular? I'm aware of a, I think Neil Anderson is holding an event. Oh, that's right, Laura Jacobs is holding an event. I know that our event will have some system training, so training for Share Success system. I heard that Laura Jacobs' training will not be going over the success system. I think, I can't remember what she was training on, but yeah, I guess you might just need to go to her event page and just compare the content and decide what a priority is for you. I don't remember the details, but I thought it was going to be more. Gosh, I want to say it was like not like a team party, but definitely more interactive, and maybe some role playing, or just that's all I heard is she's going to have less of a system training and more of a, I can't remember. You'll have to go to that website and compare. Should be two great events. Wish I knew more about hers. I can tell you all about ours. We've had people who come to our events in the past, and they've said that even if they never went to convention, it was worth the trip just to come to our training. It's very hands-on, very practical. Because convention, the owners, um, what they do best is product training, and so that's what convention will be focused on. And so that leaves a huge need in the field for business training. And so that's the purpose of our event, is to fill that need for hands-on business training. I'm sure we'll be recording our event. I don't know, since we're doing breakouts, I can't guarantee that all the breakouts will be recorded, but definitely the main sessions will be. Another question, Elizabeth asks, are you actively holding classes, and how many drops of oil do you give away when giving a sample? Yes, we still actively hold classes. Right before our last trip, we held 2 classes back to back. We launched 2 new builders, and we were holding classes for them to show them how it's done. How many drops we give when giving a sample? Anywhere from, I don't know, 5 to 15 is a good sample. You want them to have enough that they can have an experience, but you don't want to give away the farm. So 5 is the minimum, and I wouldn't do more than 15, especially if it's a really precious oil, like a rose or Melissa. Great question. Classes are definitely the lifeblood of this business. Any other questions? Do I dilute the samples? No, we don't. We give straight oils. Trying to think if there's any time that I would dilute. If it was a cassia or a cinnamon, I could see oregano maybe diluting some really, really strong oil just to make sure they don't have a negative experience. But even then, we usually just give really clear instructions about safety and what to do if they do need to grab the fraction of coconut oil. So yeah, we've never diluted a sample before. Next question, will doTERRA ever offer the touch kit as an enrollment kit? That's a great question. I think I heard that they were considering it, but I haven't heard a final say on that one, so great question. Next one is how best to support a person that says they want to build but aren't completing the action steps. Well, that's a great question. So if somebody says they want to build but they're not taking the steps, then there's some kind of disconnect. So they say they want it, but they're not showing they want it. So there's either a gap in understanding or there's a gap in the motivation. So obviously if it's just a gap in understanding, they say they want to do it, but maybe they don't really understand what the next steps are, then that's just a simple education, right? Sit down with a build guide, talk about how to invite, help them make a list. Maybe you actually sit down and help them do some of the inviting. If it's a motivation issue, then it's time to get more clear on why they want to build, what their motivation is, what their goals are, and just help them understand how this is going to help them meet their goals. So maybe they want to earn some extra money, and so that's why they want to host a class. Just helping them get clear on what exactly their goal is, and then supporting them to take those steps. A lot of times it's really just a matter of breaking things down into baby steps. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming. Something as simple as hosting a class can really scare someone into inaction. Sometimes talking about sharing the oils for the first time can paralyze someone. So sometimes it's just a matter of taking a couple of those first steps with them. Sometimes it's just breaking it down into smaller steps. So those are great questions. Hopefully you've heard now about the app that we've launched, the Share Success Pro app. It's a powerful tool for getting people started, whether they're a prospect, a customer, or a builder. It really breaks everything down into just the smallest little micro steps, if you will. So that's a great tool. Share Success Pro, if you want to help someone start down that path, and it gives them the videos they need, the homework they need to really go to the next level. So, great question. You're welcome. All right. Any other questions? Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If you do have more questions, feel free to reach out to support@sharesuccess.com. We have a full-time support staff that's there to answer your questions. But I believe the launch is pretty straightforward and doesn't require too much explanation. So thank you for everything you're doing to support great things. I just got back from a trip to Africa with Greg Cook and the president of Mentors International, and we got to see a lot of the good that is happening because of doTERRA, because of good people like you who are giving to Healing Hands and supporting all the good things that are happening there. So I want to take my hat off to you and thank you for that. I do see one more question. I'm having a hard time getting people to enroll in LRP, even after wellness consult. What is some good language to get them to enroll in the LRP? Well, the Live Guide really does have all the verbiage you need. It talks about how loyalty rewards is the smartest way to buy. We take them through that chart that shows all the benefits of ordering through loyalty rewards. If they have any health concerns or health goals at all, they should easily have $300 or $400 worth of products that they'll need. So we spread that out over the next 3 months, and it's basically their recipe for success with those health goals. And so we just tell them, here's your template for the next 3 months. Let's go ahead and get you, I'll help you log in right now and we can get those set up so that we're all, so you're set up for success with your health goals. Other than that, I would just address any specific concerns they have. The most common concerns about LRP is, do I have to do one every month? And obviously the answer is no. The second most common is, do I have to get the same things every month? And of course the answer is no. But I think the most common issue people have is just making the time to actually do it. So we recommend that during the wellness consult, you actually sit beside them and make sure they get it all set up, and you show them how to change it so they're fully equipped and they've got all the tools they need to take full benefit of the Loyalty Rewards program. So great question. Great. Well, if there are no further questions, then we will say thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing doTERRA, for sharing these gifts of the earth with so many. The world needs what you have. The world needs you, your leadership, your vision. So keep going out there and sharing and opening those doors and giving those gifts because they need you. So thanks for joining us today, and we will catch you again next time. Take care, and here's to your success.